Pokemon plushies. If you subscribe to my channel, which, if you're not, you should, then chances are you probably have one. I have far too many. From a giant Mudkip to a Pikachu and a bowler hat and everything in between. I even have some unofficial ones, like these handmade Yanma plushies that were sent to my PO box. I cherish them. On Pokemon Center you can find just about any Pokemon plush you could want. I would buy them all if I could, but I need the money for... Oh, it says put something funny in the script here and I forgot to change it. But you can also find something a little more ominous online. What? You mean like people messaging you asking you for pictures of your feet? Oh, no! Yes. What I was actually talking about are Mirage Plushies. Mirage Plushies are nothing new, mind you. They've been around for a long time. They're a very special breed of fake Pokemon plush. Most fake Pokemon plushies you'll find are just complete duplicates of official designs, only looking a little more cheaply made. This is the majority of what you'll find on eBay. But Mirage Plushies are unique. They were made during the height of Pokemania, and they're a non-pass Gen 2 as far as I know. They weren't mass-produced or even sold anywhere. They were usually made by small, unlicensed companies, mostly in Europe, finding their way into circulation via festival prizes or claw machines, and eventually slipping down into garage sales across the land. They're practically untraceable. While we have a vague idea of where they were made, it's a mystery who actually made them. The tags won't have anything useful on them, which makes sense because they were unlicensed, so the people making them probably didn't want to be traced. Here's a fun fact. Since Mirage plushies have their own unique patterns, there were actually some Pokemon that for a long time only existed in Mirage plush form. If your favourite Pokemon was Pidgeot or Ledian, then you'd have Mirages to thank. Ledian only even got its first plush last year with the Pokemon Fit series. While not official, these are actually some of the rarest Pokemon plushies you can find. Hence the name, Mirage. Since they aren't licensed, you don't have any product details to look up, so you just have to happen upon them. Some collectors will pay a pretty penny for these. This Meganium's going for nearly $300. They're so rare that if you happen to come across one and post it online, there's a chance that you might be documenting it for the first time. This is my not so subtle hint for you to send me pictures if you think you have one. No one really knows where they came from, but many of them have the same signature look. The frightening plastic eyes that stare at you and plead with you to set this poor creature free from this realm. It's suffered enough. Or especially for these ones made in Taiwan, they look similar enough to the original design, but they give them these wacky color schemes. I really like some of these. There's a Silver Sentra, a Snow White Espeon. Sometimes Mirage plushies will deviate from the original designs enough to make their own new Pokemon. I think this was meant to be a Horsey. Wait, I see where this was going. It's orange, so that makes it a fire type, right? Mirage plushies with the original regional forms. This is Miragian Horsey. Like the disgusting collector I am, I suddenly had the urge to find my own Mirage plush. But where could I start? My best bet would be second-hand sales. But with the UK being in lockdown, I had to kiss that plan goodbye. I went to eBay, but I quickly found that this would be more of a challenge than I thought. I set the listings to Europe only because otherwise it's a terrifying Chinese nightmare. Here's something to bear in mind. Back during Pokemania, which is when Mirages were made, there were a lot more teething issues with plushies. Today you've got Pokemon Center Online, which has every obscure Pokemon plush you could think of, but back then it was more complicated. The Pokemon Company didn't make and distribute their own plushies, but would instead license US-based companies from Hasbro to Burger King to do it instead. And while they do still partner with other companies now, the amount of stuff that you can get from the Pokemon Company itself far eclipses anywhere else. I mean, it's the Pokemon Company, they're gonna know how to make a good plush, right? But back in the 90s, not so much. Sometimes it can be hard to distinguish a Mirage plush because not only are licensed plushies from the 90s poorly documented, but they didn't always look too great. Mirage plushies are kind of in their own league, but you'd be forgiven for mixing up some of the official ones too. But bearing all of this in mind, I took to eBay in search of a Mirage plush of my very own. After many nights of perilous searching, I found him. The moment I set eyes upon this Clefairy, I fell in love. I put in my first offer of £17.50, a small price to pay for my beloved child. I decided he needed a name. Like an expectant mother, I carefully deliberated this decision. Tony. I can already see the bright future the two of us will share together. No, I cannot let this happen. I put in my second offer and handwrote a plea to the seller begging them to set my child free. And this worked! Tony's finally coming home. Thank you, Alison. He's here. I have waited for this moment for several days. This is really difficult one-handed. He's out. Here he is. He's even better than I thought. Oh, I love him. My child. I bought him online.
It's not the ones that what was in the pack.
Yeah, what'd you think of him?
A bit weird looking. What is it?
Tony. I paid £25 for him.
£25?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted him. I think he was worth every penny.
You keep telling yourself that.
Do you think? He's a friend, yeah.
You'll leave him with him if he's worth 25 quid.
I promise you, Tony, I will do all of the things that a loving parent should do with a child. I'll feed you, I'll listen to you, I'll tuck you in at night, I'll watch TikToks with you. What do you mean TikTok might get banned? No, I need to show my child this video of a frog wearing a strawberry on its head. So that's why I have enlisted the help of Surfshark VPN. So if TikTok does get banned, we can continue to look at frogs to our heart's content. Using Surfshark VPN, you can change your online location to another country and access content that you might not be able to otherwise. This works with streaming services too, so for someone like me who lives in the UK, if I wanted to watch the newest episodes of the Pokemon anime on Netflix, then all I have to do is flick a button and boom, I'm American. It's also great for your online privacy. After this video, my search history is frightening, but thanks to Surfshark, no one has to know. Your internet search provider ain't seeing nothing, and Surfshark doesn't keep any data logs either. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can follow the link in the description and use the code CandyEvie for 83% off and 3 whole months for free. Yeah, that was my journey into Mirage Plushies. It better not end here though, I want to see pictures. A lot of pictures. I want to give a massive thank you to Denki Mouse for helping me out with this video. She is just the expert on Pokemon plushies and was such an immense help with the research for this video. Okay, see ya, love ya, bye.